Good morning, Stampede Elite families. It's Saturday, July 3rd. Wanted to put out another video, probably my last video of the year. Wanted to go through some housekeeping and talk about some updates of things that's going on. Um, hasn't been the greatest of morning for me. I know I miss all of you guys immensely from all of the practices on Mondays and Wednesdays, Saturdays and Sundays. After doing that for a month or two or even three, you kind of feel like your family with your children and with the parents as well. And so I want to start off by just thanking everyone who was involved to help make this happen. I want to thank all of the Pop Warner coaches who came over to volunteer, for their commitment, for bringing their kids, and for believing in the product in which we put out there. Ultimately, this was not about money or about positioning of oneself. I have a son who's a pretty good athlete and felt coming here and just playing and doing our thing with ourselves wasn't going to be what would be beneficial for the community. So we felt, my son, myself, our home felt that creating something where we could share our love, our heartfelt love and unselfishness and ability to give love to so many people without any expectation back was something that we felt this community could use. We knew that serving in the community would help the high school with its identity. We knew that it would help the community. Middle school kids alike don't do a lot of community service and may miss out on how important those things are. And that was what I thought bringing to this community would be really unique. Also with life skills, I've had coaches and parents tell me at how hard COVID was and how parents were depressed and they use alcohol and other substances to relieve some of that stress throughout that month. And I had an immense pain in me for my kids as they were going through and they couldn't use drugs or alcohol or other outs as we were told to stay inside and it was a horrible pandemic and they took sports away. So ultimately, in my heart, the main thing was to create something that the community can pour into, and we could use love as a way to help us get out of this horrible pandemic. And so I think we accomplished a lot of that. We served in the community doing beach cleanup, which is huge for climate change and those things, the benefits that we did and what we put into that should pay us forward and continue to. We serve nurses who constantly serve us and give us their tirelessly days, stepping away from their families through horrible situations, having to deal with a year of constant deaths and sickness, to having kids come around and give them food and serve them was second to none. I mean, it touched my heart. I know it touched a lot of nurses' hearts, touched the NFL players' hearts. Look at the NFL exposure that your middle school kids were able to have. I think that's unheard of in many places, to have so many NFL coaches come out, reach out, give their time to sixth, seventh, and eighth grade without not a lot given to them, really being more of the kindness out of their heart. And so I want to thank Gerald. I want to thank KB. I want to thank James, those guys, Uko, who came down, Azakim, Brett Swain, countless other NFL guys. If I missed you, J.R. Tover, all of you guys coming down, Jimmy Pruitt, putting in time with our kids, talking to them and ingratiating wisdom in them is priceless. I'm a firm believer that the givers gain. And so I just wanted to continue to keep giving. I have never seen a Pop Warner team or Pop Warner organization have as many NFL kind of coaches collaborating on learning. I thought that set the tone and the precedent for our kids to be in a different environment and level once they do get over to the Pop Warner. And I think we will see that. I want to thank Nick Barnett. I would like to thank all of the Pop Warner coaches. And I may not get you all by name, but I'm so grateful for all of you being involved in regards to Coach Ryan. I know it was tough in the beginning, but we really worked through in the end. And I think you were a phenomenal advocate to our program. And I want to say thank you, as well as you, Coach Dre. Coach Chad, you're phenomenal among your days and years. What you teach our younger generation and kids is immenseless. Coach Danny, coming with your experience from college and a little bit of professional to coming in and helping our quarterbacks, I'm very grateful there as well. I'm grateful for all the supporting staff, the parents. I'm thankful for Heather. She's been phenomenal in helping with emails and practice schedules and communicating with parents. I thank you for the parents who asked to be involved. Kelly Holt, thank you so much for all of your attendance and checking in and believing in what I'm doing. Thank you, Mr. and Mrs. Gaspar, for opening up your facilities to us and making it accessible, making it a deemed place where we can work out even throughout the COVID. I thought that was huge. And just opening up and buying equipment and helping that place be a phenomenal place. I want to thank you from the bottom of my heart for everything that has been done. I want to thank the kids for believing in Coach and all of your coaches. Thanks, Tommy, the head coach. We got to thank him for all that he's done, the words that he said, coming out, bringing out his family, constantly committed to seeing all of you kids get better. We need to thank all of those coaches, and I want to thank you. If I haven't personally come up to you and thank you, then I want to thank you through this message. I'm just really grateful. I think we've done some great headway in the community. We've shown other communities and other young kids how to serve in a community in unity. Things are never going to be perfect in these type of situations. I've definitely grown and learned throughout this experience with Stampede Elite. There's a lot of things that I want to see get better. There's a lot of things that I may even want to change, including myself. Maybe I might not be the right fit in this per se situation, then maybe I can help in another situation. So, a lot of times I think that's where this July thing's coming from. I just need to take a step back. I've been really immersed in this for the last 6 months, taking on everyone's kids and ideologies and opinions. And so I think the month of July for me, I'm going to take off and go try to find my kids wherever they are and spend some time with myself and try to find some value within me to do some things maybe for Coach. I'm a little worn down. I know I've been getting pulled on a little bit. There's things going on out there in regards to coaching and coaches. And so everyone has these great opinions. I'm just looking for gratefulness, right? I don't want anything from you parents or kids or anyone else in the community but gratefulness. I try to give what I want to receive. I felt this was not more about money, but it was more about me giving of my heart, my love, my time, my experience, and my wisdom. Coached NFL guys, college guys. I coach my own kids, and they're right. They're probably going to be great athletes. I've taken in kids and adopted kids. So I have a lot of experience in this area in raising and growing kids. I feel in an environment that is like this in a community. So hopefully this community can continue to move forward, overcome any adversity that's thrown their way. And most importantly, my thing is be grateful. See, grateful doesn't point out what people don't do or what they should have done. Grateful is looking at Stampede Elite and say, hey, if there was no Stampede Elite, this guy had no heart to come in and create this type of environment, what would your kid have been and done in those 6 to 9 months of time? Please look at that and look at other kids who've gone through substance abuse problems, being home, deaths in the community, parents divorcing, domestic violence on an all-time rise. I believe what was given from my heart, from my family's heart to this community was love, honest, grateful, love, honesty, looking for the best in you guys as to what we can do for each other and not always what we can get for ourselves. It makes me emotional. I want to cry. I'm wearing glasses, been crying this morning. It's emotional to be away from you guys. It's emotional to see this kind of disappear. But this is probably the best direction and the best thing that I think can happen right now. I hope and wish the best for you. If you ever have any questions or in needs of anything, my numbers and websites are all available for you. Thank you again. Thank you to all the supporters, Aaron, Brian Dunphy, Tom Citrano, the La Costa Canyon board, Tom, any and all who've helped and been a part of this. Thank you. I am grateful from the bottom of my heart. We've appreciated your kindness. Baseball, Marcus DiFiore, Matt McGreevy, phenomenal class act gentlemen, and what you've opened up and the love that you've shown us. I hope that we've reciprocated that some in your community and you can be proud of the product that is here. Ethan Palmerito, special thanks to you. Aaron as well, thank you for all your help, your guidance, and wisdom in regards to the lay of the land in this community. I'm just really grateful. Thank you so much. Couldn't have done this without you. I'm happy that I was able to share a little bit about myself, and I wish you all the best of luck in your future endeavors moving forward. Go team.